Let's talk about Inner Join in this video. The purpose of Inner Join is to find matched data record between two tables. I want to use an example to show you how to use Inner Join. The manager wants us to create a new report. He wants us to show which customer has placed the orders on our website. If a customer has ever purchased anything, in the report, we want to show that customer's name. If the customer didn't buy anything on our website, we then don't show the customer name in the report. So this is the first requirement. If the customer has ever purchased anything, we want to show that customer's name. In the same report, the manager wants us to show what orders each customer has placed. Let's say customer number 2 has placed the 2 orders, right? In addition to customer number 2's customer name, we want to show each order detail in the same report. At this moment, we need to use Inner Join to get data from 2 places, the customers table and the orders table. Let's say as a human being, what we need to do in order to find the answer. Obviously, we need to look up each customer ID in the orders table. If we find a matched customer ID, we will combine that customer information with that order information and place the combined record into the final report, right? For example, I want to look up what orders that customer number 2 has placed on the website. I want to bring customer number 2, this ID number, into the orders table, into this table. What I need to do is to analyze each one of the order records. Let's look at the first order. Is the first order placed by customer number 2? Yes, as you can see on this table, the first order is placed by customer number 2. Then we find a matched customer ID between the 2 tables, right? We want to look up this 2 from this table in the orders table. In the first order, we find the match, 2 equals to 2. What we need to do is we combine this row of data with the first order information. We combine these 2 rows into 1 row to show customer number 2 placed the order, right? And then we want to show this combined information in the report. After that, we'll continue our search. We go to the second order. Is the second order placed by customer number 2? No. It's placed by customer number 4. So we didn't find a matched customer ID between 2 tables. We don't do anything. Then we continue our search. We look at the third order. Is the third order placed by customer number 2? No. It's placed by customer number 3, as the table shows you. We didn't find a matched customer ID between 2 tables. We don't do anything. Then we go to the last order. Is the last order placed by number 2, customer number 2? No. It's placed by customer number 4. So we didn't find a matched customer ID between 2 tables. We don't do anything. After this round of search, we find that customer number 2 has purchased something, and we combined the order information with customer number 2 in the final report. We can use the same logic to find out if other customers have ever bought anything on the website. For example, we bring in customer ID number 1 from the customers table into the orders table. We analyze each order. Is the first order placed by customer number 1? No, it's placed by customer number 2. We didn't find a matched customer ID between the 2 tables, so we ignore the first order. We don't do anything. We look at the second order. Is the second order placed by customer number 1? No, it's placed by customer number 4. We didn't find a matched customer ID, so we don't do anything. And then we continue our search. we look at the third order. Is the third order placed by customer number 1? No, it's placed by customer number 3. We didn't find a matched customer ID between two tables, so we don't do anything. What about the last one? The last order is placed by customer number 4, not by customer number 1. We still didn't find a matched customer ID between the two tables, so we don't do anything. Therefore, we find out customer number 1 didn't buy anything. We didn't find the matched customer ID between two tables. We don't do anything in the final report. So for customer number 1, we don't show any information about customer number 1 in the final report. This is how we find out which customer placed what orders. But as you can see, the process is cumbersome. An easier solution is Inner Join. Let me show you how to use Inner Join to search the database. Let's go to the online database website. As we learned in the previous example, if we want to show customer information, we need to use select from function, right? We need to type in select asterisk from customers. If we only show customer information, this query would be good enough. But this time, we also want to show each customer's order information. That's why we need to use Inner Join to combine the second table. We need to type in Inner Join. After the keyword join, we need to type in the name of the second table from which we get data. The second table is orders in our case, because all order information is stored in orders table. Then we want to type in the keyword on. After on, you want to tell the system based on what matched values you want to combine the two tables. As we discussed at the beginning of this lecture, we want to find matched customer ID between the two tables. That's why after on, we need to type in customers dot customer ID equals to orders dot customer ID, and then semicolon. What this means is we want to bring each customer ID from the customers table into the orders table, and then look it up in the orders table. If we find a matched customer ID in the orders table, we combine the two rows between two tables into one row, and then show it in the final report. Let's click Run SQL button to see the result. Here it is. This table shows which customer has ever purchased anything on the website and what orders each customer has placed. This is how you use Inner Join.